The fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Blues and the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Lucky.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a lot once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert!
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got double up. Go.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Black, come on.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
We're scoreless after 1. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Solid.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hurry!
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
Real. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, team 6. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Fournette, a first down carry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down, here's Fournette. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz completes it to Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second down, Mayfield again. Going deep here for Landry. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He was looking for Landry that time. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck. Regular. Watch the shit.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mayfield looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Mayfield now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, Haywood! Watch the slip!
Mayfield now. Throwing right, and that's complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit down.
And my goodness, another And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go with Chubb on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Mayfield on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield. And now here is another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Check 25. Check 25. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 3. Hey, empty.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Run. Crouch. 58 for Mike. 58. 61. Matchbox lights. King. Kill.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You better be afraid of me.
Mayfield to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on second down. Mayfield. He finds Taylor. Complete. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Hey, Delta.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, empty. Empty.
Check 4, check 4.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Motion, motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Hey, kill him. Hey, Ford, don't kill him.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Finding Hardman here over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it with Fournette. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check 24, check 24.
Up, left.
58, right over there, right over there.
General West. Kings, Kings, Kings.
Run.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
59.
Bunch.
Go full strength. Whip.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The throw over the middle taken in.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wentz. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
87.
Kill.
Now Wentz again. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch the screen.
Regular.
58 to Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
58.
Throwing, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Point it right.
Hey, 58 is a Mike.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Mayfield looks to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Sweetie! Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Sunday. Double up. 81. Double up.
Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Following the interception, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry! Hey, alert 33. I got one.
One last shot from Mayfield here. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our